Here. What's up, guys? Happy... What day is it? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. June 28th, 2023, man. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. It was a massive Tuesday slate. Every one of the 30 teams involved in last night's craziness. So hopefully you guys had a good share of the Atlanta Braves. What a game by Shohei Ohtani. My goodness. I mean, wow. Just, former future Yankee, great. Can't wait. What's up, Edwin? What up, Fanatic? What up, Lone Wolf? Chester, Brandon, Pojen. How's the voice? Voices are, it was a weird thing. Like, my throat never hurt. I never had symptoms. I just kept losing my voice while talking. Hopefully it's back. I haven't done a whole lot of testing, but it was still hit and miss last night. I was like, I don't want to miss 2 streams on big slates. You know, what up, Maine? What up, Power? Can we please get another mediocre or failure out of course tonight. That would be nice. Do I have chat turned on or off? Let me see. Chat box. Visible. There we go. That should... maybe. Chat may or may not work. I don't know why it's doing that. Got so much right, but enough double dunks to get all the way up top. Man, those massive slate. Anytime every team in the league is playing, hey, good luck, bro. Like, that's... I wonder what the odds are. I don't know. I guess the odds are 1 in how many entries are in the field, but my goodness, man. Look at the odds of the perfect lineup on a 15-game baseball slate versus, like, lightning striking you. You know what I mean? I feel like the perfect lineup on a 15-game baseball slate is, like, so astronomical that it's, like, Big Bang Theory of... I don't know. Anyway. Rick's lineup that won the 100K was pretty wild. What was? I didn't track any contests last night other than Fanduel. What up, Rob? Hope y'all are doing all right. Whew. Yeah, it's still hot here. 98 degrees right now, so it's cooler than it's usually been around this time. It'll likely get to 101 probably by the end of this stream. Thermostat, I got the ACs. They're literally sweating, but they're struggling, man. They are struggling. Had a T5 in the Minimax. Good for my money back. Isn't that crazy how top-heavy those things are? I saw a tweet the other day about how many 150 Maxers actually made money on a slate like 2 nights ago. And people like took it and ran with it, but man, I feel like that's atypical of most sports. Maybe not football, because football is so top, or so much money in those. But like, I feel like basketball was the same. I don't know, maybe. Nats 5-man stack with Peterson, Goswin, and Mets 2-man. Wow. I don't even know how. Who pitched pretty good? Bullpen got lit up. Yeah. Did it really? Wow. Got the rock stars and edibles flowing. Dude, I need a good caffeinated drink. I haven't had one in maybe 2 weeks. I think today might be day. I'm also on day. I've been fasting a lot. So like some days I'll go 5-6 days of just not eating. It's just straight up water. And I'm on like, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'm on like 3 or 4 days now. So I'm like thinking, man, maybe tonight a bang and a burger or something. You know what I mean? After the gym, I don't know. What up, Ethan? Here. Hope you're doing all right. Gonna eat some edibles because you said that. Edibled up on a Wednesday afternoon. I respect it. I was at a get together last month ago, and they had butter with it in it. I was like, it's just a straight up food delicacy now. All right, we've got a lot of baseball. We do have some lineups that came out. Got to get updated. So always a stream brought to you by RunDFS.com. That's the place where we don't just play DFS. We run DFS. If you guys want to get access to the spreadsheet I'll be using throughout the duration of this stream, it's behind the paywall, RunDFS.com. Click VIP memberships. Find something that's right for you. Week pass, 2-week pass, month pass, and then the best value. Oh, there's a month pass. I said month pass, right? From the Department of Redundancy Department, a month pass. And then the best value, I think, is the rest of the year pass. Not just for baseball, for football, for basketball. $100 credit to Fantasy Cruncher. Essentially $149 after you rebate that. That gets you a lot of value, a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of spreadsheets, and a lot of Discord. Let's go check that out. We'll talk more about it here in a little bit. Let's get the sheet open. Let's vibe out. Look at Boosted. Boosted. When did you sleep, man? You were in my Twitch stream all night. Didn't play with me, mind you. I feel like Gunn would have made a great left tackle. I did play left tackle, actually, Travis. Started as right tackle, then they moved me to left. And I hated it at first, but I was like, well, I'm better as a left tackle. I never gave up no sacks. But I played both ways. I was left tackle on defense, offense. The only time I was not on that football field was for kickoff returns. Y'all have fun with that. My big butt is not not out there. Get gunning and Terry. Yeah, Terry time slot's working out. So if I get through faster, then you get double, you know what I mean? So maybe I should shut up and just start getting to work here. Let's type up some lineups here. We got Reds and the Orioles. Reds throwing TJ Friedl in the leadoff spot. Matt McClain, Jonathan India, Ellie De La Cruz, Fraley, Joey Votto, Spencer Steer, Tyler Stevenson is in the 8 spot. Will Benson in the 9 spot. Let's get Orioles lineup. Cedric Mullins, Adley, Santander, Rhino, Hearn, Austin Hayes, Gunnar Henderson, Aaron Hicks, Jordan Westberg, and Adam Frazier. Both lineups confirmed. Signed, sealed, delivered. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check the weather from rotogrinders.com/weather/MLB. Looks like it's a pretty good night, though. Miami at Boston. Models of storms approaching Boston, fading away just before they arrive. Don't quite trust the 3-mile safety net. 12 hours out. So at least keep a chance for delay. All right, cool. And then Milwaukee, New York. Afternoon storms should be coming by further. So looks like relatively good all the way. I like that. If you guys don't have that tab, you absolutely should be part of the intro every day. Makes for a wicked day. Yeah, Terry gonna run into DFS. I don't think we just out here grinding, bro. We are head down, hit the lab guys, man. We're not trying to be anything other than a couple seam heads that ain't trying to ripple nothing, you know what I mean? Especially me, but Terry too. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't say we're running the streets. You look at the viewership. But I appreciate you guys. Like, honestly, we only got 30 people right now. We probably get to 100 by the end of the stream. But this wasn't scheduled like you guys probably thought to look at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever. But I literally scheduled it on YouTube like 5-6 minutes before I went live, and then here you guys are. So you guys are the MVPs that I can slack like that, and you guys still be here. Might run it back with Miley. Yeah. What up, Gilbert? What up, Mamba? I need to get the regression tracker right with Bat's help. Bet. What up, Travis? I've only been live since the top of the hour. I'm the worst at scheduling and sticking to it. Not really. No, I'm the worst at scheduling beforehand. Like, if I schedule something, I'm gonna be here unless the internet goes down. Reds have a 4.3 run total. Orioles 5.4. That's a big, fat, juicy total up against Luke Weaver, who has a 5.36 expected ERA, 1.59 on the whip, an 11.4% barrel rate. That's not what you want. So good spot for the Orioles through and through. So without any further ado, we're going to introduce the Orioles into the stack list for tonight. And then inversely, the Reds, I'll probably maybe get to a tad, a bit of Reds. Gibson, 4.92 expected ERA, 1.34 on the whip. I think what's kind of pushing me away from Gibson or pushing me away from full setting against Gibson is the fact that he's really not giving up a lot of homers. 46% ground ball rate to lefties, 42% to righties, and of course righties get the doom left field with that extended wall that kind of suffocates power. And I think on a 20-team slate, you really want multi-homer potential. So I'd get to a little bit here. We got 5,500 on Ellie De La Cruz on DraftKings. That feels like it should suppress his ownership on a Coors Field slate. Let's go look at shortstop ownership. So maybe we get to a kiss, but Ellie's down at 2% owned. So it's going to be a big focus on the Dodgers here, and doesn't look like anyone's going to be at the red side of it. 6% on Matt McClain, and then everybody else is 1% or less. So if you got to a kiss of Reds, I certainly wouldn't fault you. Orioles booking a little bit more ownership. Mullins all the way at the top at 15% at 4,700. I get it, and everybody else around 6%. So I like the Orioles quite a bit. Don't think I'm gonna get to pitching either guy. Definitely not Luke Weaver. I've taken some shots on Gibson in the right spots this season, but I don't think this is the right spot. So I'm just gonna stay away from that. But we'll maybe expand on. I won't put the Reds in my stack list for now. But if I was gonna build out 150, I'd probably get there. I like to do this stack list on the stream for like 50 or less. But give me Orioles, bats, no pitchers, Reds and big. big entry or big number of entries. Well, we'll go from there. Take care of me since I can't win any games. Nah, I'll play me. What do you mean? Last 7 days inside the top 20 with optimal pitchers. Not getting the correct bats. Dang, Mamba. That's the worst when you know you're right there. Right there. But you keep that process. What up, Grandpa Steve? Hope you're doing all right. I don't think I've recognized your name before. I hope you're if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, I'm taking my welcome back. Just kidding. Next game, Padres and the Pirates. Is the music good, guys? It's a little loud in my earpiece, but it looks like the audio levels on OBS is fine. It looks like maybe it could go a little lower, right? I'm trying to mask these fans that are blowing at me so you guys don't hear it. McClain a lock tonight with Baltimore stacks. I don't mind it. Good little top of the lineup run back. Padres at the Pirates. Blake Snell taking on Mitch Keller. Blake Snell pitching to a 4.15 expected ERA, a 31% K rate, 14.4% swing and strike rate. Mitch Keller inversely a 28% K rate with almost a 20% called strike rate, pushing 10% on the barrel, as is Blake Snell. 4.9 run total for the Padres, 3.9 for the Pirates. Music's good. All right, cool. So Pirates pushing a 5-run total against Keller, and again, Keller, you know, I'm looking for power on a slate like this, and he's certainly not been giving it up. At home, a sub-1 home run per 9 against righties, a sub-1 homer per 9, same against lefties. He's actually striking out lefties at a pretty high clip. So I probably get to maybe a sub-stack of Padres and maybe certainly allow them to fall where they will in one-offs, but not getting massive bomb scores here. So I think Tatis, Soto, Machado, Xander, always going to be in the stackable conversation. For the context of this example, I'm going to put Padres as a sub-stack, and then if you felt like into a full stack or when we build out to 150 into a full stack, I'm fine with that as well. Blake Snell. So what do we do with Blake Snell? He's usually extremely high owned. Usually. Today he is the highest owned pitcher. Second. Oh, wow. Okay. I haven't really had a moment to process pitching on this slate. JP Sears against the Yankees is number 2. I'm going to need some of those edibles, guys. This is a tough day for... I'm just kidding. So Blake Snell coming in as the highest owned pitcher here. Fanduel as well, or no? Let's go look at Fanduel. That's just incredible. Yankees without Judge is such a tough... Oof. On Fanduel, Snelly drops to 5%. I wonder if that's a efficiency concern and 6-inning concern. 6-6, man. He's gone 6 innings plus and 5+ straight. So I really can't push back 30+ fantasy points in all these games. The Giants at Colorado, huge. Tampa, a little bit of a strikeout. So yeah, I really don't got no pushback here as I did earlier in the season. Maybe we'll look at some of these individual game results to see if there's any bit of luck involved. But I think at least a tier 2 from this far out. But let's go check out his Fangraphs card and then look at the game logs. Got some extra for me, sour smack, dude. I've never been inebriated, drunk, nothing. But that's the one. That's the one I've always thought is a possibility. That's the one. When I suffered from like 8 to 10 years of extreme back pain. Thank God. I don't know what happened, but this year when I got back into, you would think getting back into wrestling would not expedite the back pain, but my back pain has been so good this year, and it's yeah. But there was a long stretch where I heavily considered some medicinal purposes. Did a lot of research, but I wasn't brave enough to do it. Man, double-digit swing and strike rate, 5 games straight. 18+% swing and strike rate in the last 3 games. So looking good for him. Usually we worry about efficiency and throwing strikes. A 38% first pitch strike rate against the Giants, and still worked his way out of it. So that's pretty good. 60 to 69%. It's about what you would expect on a good day for Blake Snell. Batted ball data. What's the xFIP looking like? xFIPs are pristine. So he's in a good spot right now as a pitcher. So I'm fine with getting to Blake. And then the sub stack on the Padres. Don't have a ton of pushback like with Padres stacks. I guess what I would say is anytime on a big slate, you get a pitcher that high owned, especially a guy like Blake Snell, where any minute he can start walking people and then maybe get into some trouble. I think like back pocket shares of some Pirates, like a 2-3% in the 150, certainly makes a lot of sense. Can't imagine there's any ownership coming with them. A little bit, 3% on Cabrian, but everything else is pennies on the dollar. So if I'm triple hedging and leveraging the field in 150, I certainly do get to some Pirate stacks, but probably not going to get there in 20 or less, 50 or less, Let's get caught up on chat. I don't want much of either of the chalk pitching in this game. Is Mitch bringing some ownership too? I guess if I'm not going to get crazy with the Padres full stack, then maybe Mitch. Mitch is out at 6%. Padres can get got, right? 23% overall K rate against righties. Mitch can strike people out, plus Park. xFIP is pretty solid. So it's still, I'm still trepidatious going against the Padres, but if I'm not going to full stack them, I got to get to a little piece of Keller at 6%. I'm in on that. Sugar-free fruit punch rock stars and sour smash. That was a beautiful thing. Well, at least one of those sounds great to me right now. Those Ghost Energy. I don't think I've had Ghost Energy. You like that sour flavor palette, don't you? Some days. Sour just makes me want to drink more. Let's talk about Sears and Domingo. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. You're right, Travis. But I'm glad you said that, though, because I probably would have kept moving without putting Mitch Keller on the list. Because I think Keller is still playable. Have a little bit of both sides of that. And then in big entry, get a little bit of Pirates. And that's all I got to say about that. Let's matriculate on to the next game. Giants and the Blue Jays. 7:07, still a couple minutes after first game lock. Logan Webb taking on Trevor Richards. Logan Webb pitching is interesting from a narrative standpoint because I saw a clip from Brandon Belt. He's having some fun going against his old team. And he said, I don't want to... What did he say? I don't want to... It sounded like I don't want to say anything bad about Webby. I just want to embarrass his whole family or something. I was like, so when they have their at-bats tonight, it'll be pretty fun, especially if Logan can get some strikeouts. Neither lineup is confirmed yet. Trevor Richards on the bump with a 36% K rate. Trevor Richards? Is that real life? When did this start happening? Let's look at his pitch count. Oh, okay. He's a bullpen guy, that's why. I always get him and Trevor Williams mixed up. Was Trevor Richards on the Pirates at one point as a starter and, sucked? Or was that Trevor Williams? I think it was probably Trevor Williams. I don't know. Too many Trevors. So, Miami. Okay. So what do we expect to hear with Trevor? Is he just an opener and we go on bullpen? Is this... Racho. Anybody know what to expect here? I'm scared to... I guess there's no reason to play him, but 5,500 if he snuck into 4 innings. Farthest success time tossing 36 of 65 pitches for strikes, blah, blah, blah. Finish rotation. Richard started, went 3 innings for the... So it's... Says he's the 5th starter. I guess I couldn't expect him to throw more than 50, so I have reservations. I don't think 50 pitches is enough to get me in on this, so I'll stick away. I'll stay away from that. Webby on the other side, 24% K rate. Great ground ball numbers. Could probably stifle some of the power metrics from the Blue Jays. So I probably get to a little bit of Webby. And his ownership is 5%. Yeah, that's low enough that I want a piece of that. A little bit. We're just throwing a nasty changeup. That's Williams, yeah. 60 pitches, 3 innings. Yeah, I guess that's not enough for me. Probably 5,500 on DraftKings. If you went crazy with the strikeouts, I mean, I guess 4 or 5 strikeouts pretty cleanly in 3 innings is not an outlandish range of outcomes with his 36% K rate. So maybe on DraftKings he's an SP2 option, kind of open up some salary. Maybe he's in play. Is he picking up any contrarian minds? 3%? Not really. I think in 150 I'd get to a dab. A dabble. A dollop. Stack wise here, really got nothing specifically to push on the Giants. And then Blue Jays are always in play. Webby being such a ground ball guy with some strikeout ability, I'm not that enamored with it, so I'm gonna leave him off the short list for now. And then wherever they fall, they fall. What would fail here? I guess Webb has a 1.41 home run per 9 to righties on top of that 61% ground ball rate. So when he does leave it up, let's see, Vladdy has a 200 plus ISO. Danny Jansen not running to the full stack here. Probably get about 70. I think they'll see how he's going. At 70, I'm probably in, but I think at best this feels like we're kind of guessing here. But I do think 50 to 70 is probably a window. I'd lean closer to the 50. Maybe 60 is a happy medium. And with that many bullets on an efficiency site like DraftKings, where we don't really sweat getting to a 6th inning because of his high strikeout rate, if he got 5Ks, I think his far right column would be good enough. Poor Manoah. We'll go Brewers and Mets here. Mets lineup is confirmed. We got Brandon Nimmo, Starling Marte, Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Tommy Pham, Francisco Alvarez, Brett Beatty, Mark Canha, Danny Mendick. Danny Mendick's on the Mets. He used to play for the White Sox and bat 8th. And there was a lot of Mendick in the 8-hole jokes to be made. I never made them, but there was plenty to be made. Not me. Wade Miley against Senga. Miley a 103 whip, a 4.5 expected ERA, 15% K rate, 18% called strike, pushing a 10% barrel rate. Looking at his batted ball data, sub 38% ground ball rate to righty, so a little bit more lift allowed, 45% fly ball rate, elevated hard contact rate with that barrel rate being what it is. So does feel like he's a little bit lucky on this sub 1 home run per 9. And the Mets have a couple guys that can smack some lefties. I'm looking right at Pete Alonso with his 846 OPS since the beginning of last year against lefties, 257 ISO, and nearly 16% barrel rate. Looking like a good spot there. So I do think I'm going to get behind a couple Mets stacks. All right, as I type Brewers. And then Senga on the other side. Here, what up, Jay? Manoah give 11, yeah, to the Yankees high school squad. I gotta take my dubs when I can. So what are we thinking with Senga? Senga's like extreme Snell, right? Great strikeout ability, but also walks a million people. Last game, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 15, 18, 28. Wide range of outcomes, and there's even a negative range of outcome. But the Brewers do strike out 25% on the season against righties. Plenty of strikeout potential here. So if Senga's not in top 3 in ownership, which he's not, he's coming in at 17%, right outside the top 5. I'm going to be in on that. Obviously, we always accept the risk, understand the risk with him. But easily going to be introduced into a tier 3 pitching for me. And then inversely, do we want any of these Brewers bats against Senga? 138 homer per 9 to righties. Nah, I think I would maybe let some one-offs. Like, if he failed, he probably walked a couple, and then a guy like Rowdy or Dom, you know what I mean? One of those guys hit like a 3-run bomb. So if they fall as a one-off, hopefully I'll capture that moment there. And that's how I'll play that. Right? What up, AJ? Hope you're doing all right. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. What's up, Jake? You did good fading the Dodgers? Man, Dodgers sat on that lineup so long. What did I miss? Dominoes here. God damn, yo, Pojin is having an afternoon, bro. You got the Rockstar energy, you got the edibles, you got pizza just arriving, bro. What you're doing right now is what we call a vibe. Everyone envies you right now. Marlins and the Red Sox. Let's get that wrapped in here. We got both lineups. Luis Ariz, Jorge Soler, Brian Dela Cruz, Jazz Chisholm, Garrett Cooper, Gene Segura, Joey Wendell, Nick Fortes, Jonathan Davis, Braxton Garrett on the bump. Alex Verdugo leading off for the Red Sox. Justin Turner batting second. Rob Refsnyder, former Yankee great, by the way, batting third. Raffy Devers in the cleanup spot. Adam Duval County. Christian Arroyo. Enrique. I can be your hero, baby. Connor Wong. And David Hamilton. That is green light special. Caleb Ort on the bump for the Red Sox. What's the story with David Hamilton? Where's Steve at with the Red Sox intel? Hamilton's 255 hitter, 825 OPS, 11 bombs, 27 stolen bases. God dang. All right, so low OBP, high stolen base guy, little speedy demon. All right, just gotta know. Can you show Fanduel ownership? Yeah, I got you. Pitcher ownership. So for Senga, man, it is hot. Senga is coming in at 7%. Ownership on Fanduel gets to Herman, Nola, and then everybody else is just kind of wide open. What up, Daniel? Hump Day. I like this unannounced stream. Only 50 peeps here. Private love stream. Yeah, it usually starts off pretty slow, Steve. And then usually after the hour mark, we're sitting around 100. And then I send you guys to Terry. Ricky Henderson is a spirit animal. Who's that? I sent 10K's only paid that price off like 2 times. I don't know, Shannon, but like, I don't know. I don't over sweat price points in DFS. But it is a plus matchup in terms of strikeouts, right? 25% K rate for the Brewers against righties. That has to be top 3. We'll go look at the actual numbers, but I can't really think of people that strike out much more. I think they might be top 1, if we're being honest. Maybe the Twins might be up there after yesterday. Let's see, all teams strikeout rate. We'll sort it highest to lowest. Yeah, Twins, Seattle, Oakland, Milwaukee. So Milwaukee's holding hands with Oakland in terms of K rate. So maybe it's an algorithm based on matchup thing. Oh, the Hamilton is like Ricky Henderson. Yeah, I feel like Ricky hit for a better average, but yeah, a little speed to him. Caleb Ort taking on Braxton Garrett. Garrett, 28.7% K rate. Red Sox, 113 WRC plus against lefties on the season. It's kind of like a lukewarm spot, right? I don't really have a ton of interest in Garrett, but if I wanted to diversify as a pitcher that could give me a puncher's chance at 20-plus fantasy points, I think Garrett isn't a crazy click. 37, 28, 27, big stretch of 3 games in a row with fantastic output. So perhaps underpriced, but Fenway and the matchup certainly don't instill a ton of confidence, and maybe he did this on extreme efficiency, right? 82, 90, 88 pitches. So I think he's in the mix, in the blender. but I probably wouldn't want to get above maybe 8%. Let me go see what we got on Garrett for ownership. Garrett is at 1.9%. Yeah, I feel like I'm above 1%, maybe 6%. You know what I mean? And Garrett on Fanduel is at 0.5%. So, yeah, I get to a little bit just to get different. We're gonna use some slashes in the tier 3 today. You don't know Ricky? I know who Ricky Henderson is. Come on, bro. The athletics field is named after him, right? Former Yankee great. Everybody love Garrett today. I mean, the ownership's really nice. If you have that feeling in your bad knee, you're gonna have an island all to yourself. You and Mr. Braxton. How does Braxton fail? Well, he has a 1+ homer per 9 against righties with a 260 to 280 plus average in the last 3 years. So Justin Turner, Rob Refsnyder, Rafi can hit lefties just fine. So I don't mind that, plus the park boost. So it's not a lukewarm spot, but I do think the ownership is low enough that I gotta take a stab, right? Gotta take a stab. What up, Ultimate Retake? Best FanDuel stack of the day? I mean, pre-flop, it's probably the Dodgers, but it's also going to be the highest owned. So we're kind of going through it. I don't really differentiate stack. I think stacks that went on DraftKings is usually going to win on FanDuel as well, unless it's like a lower scoring night. So you kind of mix like the high upside stack with the value stack. But I haven't really gone crazy with a stack list yet. I probably will introduce the Red Sox at least as a tier 3 from here. I don't have a ton of Marlins interest ever, but maybe I'm sleeping on them here because they did get Jazz Chisholm back in the mix. We saw Brian De La Cruz show some pop yesterday. So Larry can homer anywhere, and Arise incredible OBP hit for average. So maybe we do get to some Marlins against Ort with a 4.36 expected ERA, 1.5 WHIP, beatable, right? So yeah, I think I'd do it. I think I'm gonna go a little Marlins in the mix. So what kind of ownership are you thinking on Miami? Definition of, oh, dude, you guys remember those Billy Hamilton slate break days that would happen 10 times a year? It felt like 4 or 5 stolen bases in a game. Man was getting like double dong points from swiping bags. Him and John Lester going at it, like, I think he had like multiple homers off of John Lester, and Lester couldn't throw pickoffs. It was a crazy time to be alive. I missed those seasons for DF. Loved that team from half a year with David Peralta, Yasmani Tomas, Ricky Weeks Jr. Remember that name? It was a lot of fun. Jesus. What was I doing? Oh, looking at Marlins ownership. 9%. Started getting a little bit of steam. Not a ton. I'm happy to be there at less than 10%. And I grew to like their broadcast as well. Their announcers, the setup, everything. So, fun team to root for. Now they got Zach Gallen and Corbin Carroll going nuts, man. Cinderella story, man. I wouldn't mind seeing them make a fun run in the postseason. Not pitching Ort. Move on from that. When roster Billy Hamilton, I was just getting on base, guaranteed. Yeah, right. Get hit by a pitch, stolen, draw a walk, do something. And then you already know he's about to cash. Astros against the Cardinals. We got Christian Javier against Miles Michaelis. Javier 4.18 expected ERA, 23% K rate. So certainly not picking up where he left off last year. Last year 2.43 expected ERA on a 33.2% K rate. Does have the ability to still swing and miss some bats. We'll have a plus park with Busch Stadium. Looks like weather is in mid-80s, so I probably wouldn't mind getting to a tad, Javier, just hoping that we tap into the old K rates. Let's see, Javier. Man, no one's really getting there. 1% owned. I'll take some stabs at these less than 5%ers and give the field Herman and JP Sears all day. Certainly his outcome, his far right column hasn't been great for that price point, but again, I think 20 plus, 25 plus from just about anybody. I don't sweat prices as much as some others do. So probably going to back end of the tier 3. If it get to 5-6%, I'm there. Christian Javier. Not really a big Michaelis guy for DFS. 5.12 expected ERA, 16% carry. Doesn't give me a ton of upside. I think both these stacks make a lot of sense in terms of names versus ownership, right? Don't expect a ton. Let's go look at officials. Cardinals, 4% or less. Yep. Astros, 8% on Altuve. Everybody else Altuve's been kind of banked up too, so I don't mind that. I'm going to leave it off the short list stack right now, but expanding to 150, an opportunity at least a 1% Cardinals, I'm there on that. Against a hit or miss pitcher, right? If the field's not making a decision here with Javier or the Cardinals, you know what I mean? Like, if he's not good, why wouldn't you stack against him? If you're not going to play, or if you're not going to stack against him with his history, then why would you would pitch him? You know what I mean? 1% ownership versus 1% stack. It's just like a double opportunity for me. So I'm going to take it. Move on. Tigers and the Rangers. I need a new chair. Joey Wentz taking on Dane Dunning. Wentz 5.47 expected ERA, 20% carry rate. Dane Dunning 5.09 on expected ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 14% carry rate. Dunning's results have certainly not been, I guess maybe what they expected, or some of the games that we've seen so far in terms of results have been a little bit more friendly versus what the underlying metrics are suggesting, right? Maybe 19-15 at 6,100. You take that, but also realize it's not really giving you that strikeout potential. It is getting a lot of ground balls, though. On the season, it's got a 49% ground ball rate, 44% against lefties, keeping the ball in the park. So limiting damage, but doesn't really give you a ton of upside. This is a Tigers matchup that some pitchers just accidentally come in here and get a strikeout per inning. So I guess at 6,100, if we kept the ball on the ground and got a strikeout here and there, wouldn't fault you. What's this K prop? 4.5, 3.5, 4. Right in the middle. Maybe 150. I'm going to leave him off this short list, though. If you guys had any hot takes on Dane Dunning, let me know. Because the Tigers just are bad. 83 WRC plus against righties. Likely going to have the roof closed. So it'll be a super plus pitching environment. Yeah. And then Rangers are just a good team. 1.58 whip on Joey Wentz. Has a 2+ homer per 9 to righties. Over 1 against lefties. Great spot for this Ranger stack. Semien, Adolis Garcia, Jonah Heim, my boy Ezekiel Duran. I mean, this is a lot of green here. So this is a great spot for Rangers. And they're 134 WRC plus against lefties. Probably going to be one of my favorite stacks here. Something tells me I'm not going to be alone. I tell you what, I'll take that. Garver, Semien leading at 7%. I'll take that. That would probably be my single entry stack, assuming that Coors is 20%, right? Ranges. The Ranges. And I'm not really there for the Tigers. Can't play chalk Dane Dunning. Is he chalk? Dane Dunning. Yeah, he is, huh? 22%. He's certainly not as good as the ownership. Or at least he hasn't been as good as the ownership. So maybe this is more of a matchup-based play. But I understand it. Like, what's the worst you would take? On this pool of pitching from an SP2, is 15 like a reasonable range of outcome? Yeah. I personally like to shoot for 20 pluses. But I will say that this feels like a shallow pitching pool tonight, with a lot of emphasis on some high upside bats. Zach Eflin is the most expensive. That's incredible. Skip past this Texas game. We only got 50 viewers. We're good. We're good. Get an economy bag of cheese and green chili so you don't have to pay for extra cheese. Cheese and green chili. Wait, you mean like Kraft Singles cheese? You're not putting that on pizza. Tell me you're not doing that. Tell me you're not doing that. How much of a stoner do you think I am? I'm putting Kraft Singles on my pizza. Phillies at the Cubs. Aaron Nola taking on Drew Smyly. 72 degrees out there in Wrigley. Nola's 10.4K on DraftKings, 9.6K on Fanduel. So there's a little bit of an ownership difference between Nola's DraftKings and his Fanduel, right? Actually, it looks like we just got an ownership update on DK. And JP Sears shot up to number 1. Blake Snell's number 3. Nola's number 5. So Nola's still sub 20%. Whereas on Fanduel, looking like he went to number 2. Nola was number 1, wasn't he? So Nola's at number 2 on FanDuel. So more people trust Nola from a FanDuel perspective, and I guess that's going 6 innings, quality start, and still getting some Ks here. But he certainly offered you 6+ innings as far as the eye can see, really. 5.2 and 3. He's only had 2 games this season, less than 6 innings, and none since April 16th. 100 pitches. I mean, that's a ton of bullets. So I certainly understand it. I think we're getting an opportunity on DraftKings at sub 20% ownership. I think I'm going to go ahead and nominate him for Tier 2. Let's create a case against him if we have to. The case is on the road, a 4.34 xFIP. 146 home run per 9. Cubbies, 4% less than average in WRC plus against righties. Tons of strikeouts. So I'm in on Nola. And then Smyly against this Phillies lineup. I'm there. Smyly at 1.35 home run per 9 against righties. Good spot, I guess, for Castellanos, Trey Turner. Phillies are just a team that I'll probably always stack. So we'll put them in the stack list. And if Nola was going to fail, it looks like power against righties. So Chris Morel with his 30% K rate. No Patrick Wisdom, right? He's still banged up. So I'm in on Nola. I'm doing it. Texas your favorite stack after Baltimore. I like those two quite a bit, Mamba. Garcia could hit 3 homers. Yeah, if we get outside top 5 ownership on Nola and sub 8% ownership on the Rangers, actually like aggregate 5% on the Rangers, I'm happy. Shredded. You're getting shredded cheese? God dang, propose that with all the life hacks, man. I can't do it. I haven't had pizza, man, in probably 6-7 months. I have this big match next month. The day after this match, I've decided I've earned pizza, and I'm gonna go crazy with some pizza on Monday, July 24th. I'm marking my calendar. We're looking forward to it. But I think I'm gonna just go ahead and splurge it though. No shredded cheese on my pizza. Do you just put it on it and hope it's hot enough that it melts, or do you microwave it? I don't know. Pizza's so good, though. Stop. We must stop. Give me Nola. No Smyly. Give me Phillies. Cubbies. Probably not in the 50 or less that we're working on. They're undercut the field in Dane Dunning. That makes sense. Guardians. Actually, we got a couple of confirmed lineups. So we want to get those smacked in. I'm here for that. We got the Padres lineup came out. See if there's any curveballs here. Hassan Kim, Fernando Tatis, Juan Soto, Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, Jake Cronenworth, Gary Sanchez, Matt Carpenter, Trent Grisham. And then we did get a Blue Jays lineup. George Springer, Bo Bichette, Brandon Belt, Vladdy, Chapman, Varsho, Merrifield, Jansen, and Kevin Biggio over Kiermaier. Going to Pizza Coma that day, bro. I've earned it. You understand? We've lost, Jesus, 120 pounds since November, bro. We've been just grinding and I'm sitting here sweating. So it's all for the match, right? Essentially cutting weight for the opportunities before me. But afterwards, man, we doing it. Where we at? We're on Royals, right? Logan Allen taking on Austin Cox. Allen this season, 4.42 expected ERA, 4.3 Sierra, 22.5% K rate, 12.2% swing strike rate. Royals throwing Austin Cox. Let's see what he's working with as far as pitch count. 53, so not likely to get there against a team that doesn't really strike out that much. So none of Austin. I'm done saying his last name. And then Logan Allen. I don't think I'm going to get to Logan Allen here. So this game just exists to exist. The Royals lineup just green-lighted. And they're going to put out Bobby Witt, Salvi, Matt Duffy, Michael Garcia, MJ Melendez, Edward Olivares. I can't type today. Drew Waters, Samad Taylor, and Nicky Lopez. I don't think I'm touching this game. What do you? I don't know, maybe I'm sleeping on the Guardians. Guardians have a 5.2 run total, and it looks like this kid Austin is getting in really lucky in terms of home run. He has a 47% fly ball rate, 47% hard contact rate, 26% line drive rate. So, and to both sides, I guess we'll look at his minors. What up, EB? Hit that pizza with extra cheese and hit it up with a preheated air fryer for 2-3 minutes. God dang, bro. Stop. Y'all get me in trouble, man. I need some lunch now. Some lunch. Homers in the minors for Austin. 2 homers in 11 innings, 9 homers in 31 innings. That's what the batted ball data is telling us. So soon the homers are coming. 9 homers in 31 innings against righties is crazy. Crazy. So, good spot for J-Ram. We'll substack the 5-run Guardians. What kind of ownership we're getting here? The pitch report got you on Logan Allen. Well, I'll look at that. 1 second. Let me look at Guardians ownership. 13% on J-Ram. Everybody else low enough. All right, let's look at the pitch report. In the RunDFS.com MLB VIP spreadsheet. If you guys don't know what this tab does, it shows you the pitch type and pitch usage that pitchers use. So, for this game, since Mamba brought it up, let's go look at Mr. Logan Allen. He throws 45% fastball, 25% on the slider, and I'm assuming that's a splitter. Could be a sinker. I don't know if Fangraphs gets them confused. So the slider, they don't really hit the slider very well. They don't hit the fastball very well, and it's a plus park, so I can see why you would get there. They do hit the cutter pretty well. And the sinker's all over the plate. Usually the splitter or the sinker doesn't have a ton of sample size because, especially the splitter, the sinker's way more common. Kind of feel like I'm Joe Pesci and Gunn is Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. No respect. The other day, I looked out my window and I watched a guy rotate tires from my car to his. No respect. Oh, man. Rest in peace, Rodney. All right. Give me a little bit of... I'll meditate on the Logan Allen click. Dodgers and the Rockies. Rockies lineup is out. Confirmed. Signed, sealed, delivered. Jerkson Profar. Ezekiel Tovar. Ryan McMahon. Hello. I am Elias. Batting cleanup. CJ Crone. Nolan Jones. Randall Grichuk. Harold Castro. Brenton Doyle. And then Dodgers rocking a Jesus H. A 7.6 implied run total. Good golly, Miss Molly. That's crazy. We're getting... God dang. I mean, this is extreme. I get it. I get it. But good God. So on FanDuel, you can start the bidding on Mookie Betts at 32%. Do I hear 33? JD, 26%. Hit a pair of them last night, right? Or at least hit one. I don't remember if he got a second. Vargas, 24. Will Smith, 23. Max Muncy, that funky Muncy, 20%. Freddie Freeman, 17%. Just wow. On DraftKings, 25% on Mookie. Johnny DeLuca, 22. Freddie Freeman, 20. I mean, this is a 20% owned stack, which it's freaking ridiculous. But it is what it is. So I certainly get any approach that you might have with the Dodgers. I feel like me, being who I am, I'm a little bit more likely to give the field 20% equity, and I'll go everywhere else and just let Dodgers one-offs fall, or even three-mans. But I don't think there's a right or wrong way pre-flop. I feel like that's where I want to be. But I think we've talked about the Rangers and the Orioles, and because of the Dodgers being so astronomically high owned, that's why we're getting them at a little bit of ownership discount. So wow on the Dodgers, wow. And that's, I mean, that's partly the sides fall, right? Like 5K to have one guy at 6K is probably not enough for a team like the Dodgers. But if they fail like they did last night, and you play a little contrarian, you're happy. Love Rodney. Yeah, Rodney's the GOAT. What was the one movie he did was Back to School for Rodney? So Rodney was still a little bit before my time, but I'm a aficionado of comedy. So I've dabbled a little bit in movies that were before my time. Like one of my favorite movies is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I didn't enjoy that until I was a teenager. John Candy, I loved him. I think my mom told me that the night that she went into labor, she was at a Rodney Dangerfield concert. So a little fun tidbit there. I don't know if it's true, but she told me that. It's a weird lie. Michael Grove on the bump for the Dodgers, 153 on the whip. So Rockies, first of all, Michael Grove can get got by lefties, right? So Ryan McMahon, Nolan Jones makes some sense. And then he also gives up some power to righties as well. So I like the idea of the Rockies, and I assume they come in lower owned than a usual course. Yeah, really, really low owned. So maybe we get a little slugfest here. And we're going to throw some Rockies in the blender. Call the cheese pieces a thing. He did the triple Lindy. What's the triple Lindy? Is that Eric? Isn't it usually the case that the first game at Coors is a feeler game, the bottom of the rest of the series? Some people say that. Some people say that. It sounds like a Sean V stat if I've ever heard. Those aren't pillows. You want to take a shower? No, not. I mean, such a good movie. Such a good. I quote movies all day long. That's one that you're gonna hear a lot if you're around me. So offense only. We don't need to spend too much time dissecting that. At the top of the hour, let's do a plug here. If you guys hanging out, want to hang out a little bit longer after the stream, after the party, it's the after party. And after that party, it's the Discord lobby. I'll be in the voice chat for a little bit before lock. Sweating. Not gambling sweating, just literally sweating. It's fudging hot. Get into Discord, and then, like I said, we're plugging that 249 special, man. It don't get no better than that when it comes to value. We literally have people that ball on the budget. We have millionaires, multi-millionaires, all in fin. My boy always be placing 1-2 milli makers, rep and run DFS. And then we got people grinding quarter arcades, mini maxes, single entries, prop betting. Whatever you do, man, there's a hustle in here for you to connect with. We'd love to have you. We got week pass, 2 week pass, month pass, rest of the year pass. This one right here, I can't stress enough, is like the best bang for your buck, because when football comes around, those passes are going to be a little bit more pricey, because those are the guys that are not grinding dog days of summer and, you know, supply and demand, right? But get something right for you. If nothing else, try a week pass. And if you want, where we at? 80 viewers. 80. I still have the secret code live. We'll go rest of year pass, 249. But you can use this code on anything, 20% off. Have a coupon. What is it? It's the word dong, like home run. And that'll get that to $200 with the 100. So it's like $99. I probably shouldn't have said that. But coupon code dong. Get 20% off any pass. Have some fun with us, man. Appreciate you. Oh God, you devil, Martin Problems, Cannonball Run, National Lampoon's Train. I like all those. You ever seen Blazing Saddles? I have. That's a movie that I don't know you can get away with today, you know? Sammy Davis, God bless him. Oh God, here comes Mongo. Lucas Giolito taking on Yami Barria. White Sox have a 4.4 implied run total. Angels 4.8 run total. 70 degrees out there in Anaheim. Giolito rocking a 25% K rate. So I assume that he's probably not going to grab a ton of ownership. And this is not like a pick on Angels spot. But 14%, I get a little bit of that. He still has a 1-4 K rate, right? Angels can still strike out. What a freaking night from Ohtani last night. Just incredible. Can't wait till he's a Yankee. Barria, no thank you. Probably no thank you. But White Sox suck. What are we thinking on pitch count for Barria? You like Barria? Yeah, I mean, maybe I was quick to dismiss him. Could get up to 90 plus. He's all over the place, but no warm and fuzzies, I'll say that. So I'm going to leave him off the short list. But over a 1-5 K rate, his ERA is outperforming the underlying metrics. But 3.69 expected ERA is still not like horrendous. And this lineup does strike out quite a bit. He does struggle a little bit more getting lefties out, and we'll see how that lineup shakes out. So I guess I'll wait on the official White Sox lineup before I make a commitment to Barria. I have commitment issues. But I'll take a little dab of Giolito. Lucas Giolito. Where's the white woman at? Jesus H. Jesus H. I always knew it. Like right at the hour mark, we bust over 100. And now people are like, what is going on in here? Like, what are these kids talking about? Gonna have all the baseball goodness tearing one ear and the other. Yeah, that's a lot of baseball and a lot of pizza and edibles. All right, we got 2 games left. We'll try and speed run it. Yankees and the Athletics. Domingo Germán taking on JP Sears. Domingo Germán, a 5.05 expected ERA, 22.6% K rate. JP Sears, 24% K rate. A 4.63 expected ERA, a 12.6% barrel rate. This is your highest owned projected pitcher on DraftKings right now. And I am not I'm not having a good time. 7,100 for him. I don't know, man. I think I'm willing to give it back, but back-to-back 7-inning games. Cleveland, they don't strike out. He got 8 of them. Philly's a good team, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. So not to be too results-oriented, let's go look at the underlying metrics of those 2 games. So I can create some kind of case for the Yankees and their 1 run last night to not be the insta-click of the century. .4% swing and strike rate against the Guardians and got 8 of them. Wow, 16.8%. So 3 of his last 5 games, double digits swing and strike rates. First pitch strike all over the place. Batted ball is telling us 3.67 xFIP against Cleveland's good. The 4 pluses in every other game really is a little bit concerning. Ground ball rate was 11% against Philly. He had a 76% fly ball rate with a 0% infield fly ball rate. Was it just like warning track out city? Or just lazy flyouts? I don't know, 33% hard contact's not like insane, but wow. These metrics are not that sharp. They're not. But I get it. Matchup is soft. If I gave the field Coors, if I gave the field the Dodgers and JP Sears, I don't have to worry about anything else in my lineups, right? And maybe that's the Yankee no brim. Maybe that's the Yankee fan talking, but I might do that, man. High expected ERA, high barrel rate. Whatever. I'm going to stack Yankees because you already know. You already know. Animal JP Sears ain't it. Let me find out. That white woman line is from Blazing Saddles. Oh, yeah. Sammy Davis, man. What a trooper. Almost feel bad in retrospect at some of the jokes he had to take, but he wore them, and good for him. Domingo Germán, last game was not what you want, but he certainly has the ability to come up with these random massive strikeout games, and he's got a really plus park for something that could maybe suppress his weaknesses on like Yankee Stadium. So look at that last game. 12.9% swing strike rate against Seattle, and the wheels still fell off, right? AK, that seems a little light. Yeah, he just started giving up bombs. I'm in on Domingo. Let's look at the pitch report on Domingo for the Athletics against curveball, right? Let's see, curveball 40%. And a couple of them. Seth Brown's a worry. JJ Bleday, sure. So I'm in on Domingo. I'm thinking I'm going to give the field JP Sears. Like I said, give him JP Sears, give him the Dodgers. Let them have their, what is that, implied 28% ownership. That could cover a rake if it fails, and then some. Whatever. Not Sammy Davis. Who am I thinking of? Wait, was Sammy Davis not in Blazing Saddles? Are y'all Blazing Saddles? Why am I thinking Sammy Davis? What movie was Sammy Davis in that I'm... Are we sure? Okay, well, Sammy Davis still wore a lot of jokes with the Rat Pack. I have no idea why Sammy Davis is on my mind right now. What am I thinking of? I don't know. It's just hot. Cleveland Little. Bad day for a Yankee fan when you're getting targeted by Oakland pitching. Hey, man. Let them come. I'm stacking Yankees out here. Single entry. We out here. I'm not. But, I mean, JP Sears, it has a lot of power problems, and there's still some guys. You can give me Bader. You can give me Glaber. You can give me Stanton, Donaldson, right? Like, I know they're having tough seasons, but if they're going to get slept on like that, I get it. They suck. They've been bad. But I can paint past the victory here. And they're pretty low owned. Yeah, I don't know why, guys. I don't know why I'm thinking Sammy Davis, but now I got to go watch some Sammy Davis. All right, main event tonight. Rays and the D-backs. Why was I saying Sammy Davis? There must be... I'm thinking of some movie in my head right now with Sammy, the eye patch, everything. I don't know. Rays and the D-backs. Zach Eflin taking on Zach Davies. So the battle of the Zach attacks. The Rays have a 5.3 run total. The D-backs 4.4. It's 100-plus degrees out there in the desert. So I'm assuming the roof's going to be closed at Chase Field. Zach Eflin, 25.6% K rate, 307 on the expected ERA, 103 on the whip, 19% call strike. All these are really, really good numbers. Eflin is actually drawing a little bit of ownership, I think we looked at earlier. I lied. He's not. On Fanduel, Eflin's at 0.5%. And on Fanduel, on DK, Fanduel is at 0.5%. So no one's playing Zach Eflin. I'm just taking L's in the last 5 minutes. This is bad. 98 pitches 5 days ago. I think he's better than 0.5%. This lineup's a little tough, but he strikes out lefties more than righties. They're more menacing bats. Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll. Yeah, Walker is good. I'm playing some Eflin. We're doing it. We got a cluttered tier 3 today. And then against Zach Davies. Davies is bad. 4.7 expected ERA. We haven't had a blow-up Rays game in a while, but that 5+ implied run total. I'll probably introduce the Rays stack to the stack list. And that's how we run it. Tell them to run it up. Yeah, hit that thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it. Drop something in your free Discord or run DFS. All right, let me check it out. Is it stream friendly? Black Hole Movies. Wait, can I click Black Hole Movie? I'm scared to click anything that says Black Hole Movies. Oh God, my YouTube career is on the line here. Blazing South San Diego was briefly a Black Sheriff Rowan and Martin's laughing. Oh, maybe. I'm not that old, but maybe. I do remember him was. Yeah, because, yeah, the Black Sheriff came to town. I think that's what I was thinking of. Rifleman wearing an eye patch. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that's the one. Maybe that's what it is. That picture looked very familiar. Because I remember the bit where they're at the top of the hanging bit, and here comes the new sheriff. And then they start making some jokes you probably can't run today. So that's our slate. You guys got any questions, comments, concerns? Throw them at me. If you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up, man. 100 of y'all, you can't get to 50 likes? That would be kind of cool. I don't think I have any lineups to throw in here to update. So I will be back. I'll be in the Discord, the premium Discord, about an hour or so. Maybe an hour and a half. If you guys want to hang out with me for a bit, go to rundfs.com, get yourself signed up. And if you have any questions about getting signed up, DMs are open on Discord, on Twitter, all that good stuff. Good times. Sammy Davis in the Western. Was that the movie then where he was the sheriff and they started making those jokes? Why was I thinking that's Blazing Saddles? But I definitely, now that you're bringing it up, I definitely think that's it. All right, so, hey, this is perfect. Terry's scheduled to start, like, now. And I'm basically done talking baseball. So if you guys want to head over there and hear his thoughts on this slate, maybe he has a couple contrarian takes. I'll put a link to that in chat. He's about to go live. What the bomb tracker do? Yeah, I'll put that. But here, let me put this link in chat. Go to this video, everyone. Let's go over here. Let's run up his likes. Let's get his subs up 200, and then enjoy his breakdown as well. And then we'll look at the bomb detector as I get y'all out of here. But as always, man, I appreciate you guys making part of my day, be part of your day. All I ask is them thumbs up and tell somebody out there you love them, because it's a short life, a hot world, and you just don't know who needs to hear it. Mitch Garver's at the top of the bomb detector. Henry Davis, Nolan Jones, Mookie Betts, Adam Duvall, Josh Young. A lot of Rangers out here, man. I think I gotta watch. I gotta put that in the blender. I definitely think I'm thinking of the wrong movie now. Blazing Saddles. I love you guys. What's this site called? It's called Roto Scouts. There's a link in chat. All that good stuff is there. He's about to go live any second now, man. I love you guys. Good luck. God bless. Go win some money. See ya. Probably not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Thursday, right? They usually do travel, so probably Friday. You guys are the best.